The reasonable man adapts himself to the world, the unreasonable one persists in trying to adapt the world to himself. Therefore all progress depends on the unreasonable man. People are always blaming their circumstances for what they are. I don't believe in circumstances. The people who get on in this world are the people who get up and look for the circumstances they want, and if they can't find them, make them. The single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has taken place. When two people are under the influence of the most violent, most insane, most delusive, and most transient of passions, they are required to swear that they will remain in that excited, abnormal, and exhausting condition continuously until death do them part. The liar's punishment is, not in the least that he is not believed, but that he cannot believe anyone else. Patriotism is, fundamentally, a conviction that a particular country is the best in the world because you were born in it. If you have an apple and I have an apple and we exchange these apples, then you and I will still each have one apple. But if you have an idea and I have an idea and we exchange these ideas, then each of us will have two ideas. Both optimists and pessimists contribute to society. The optimist invents the aeroplane, the pessimist the parachute. The only man who behaved sensibly was my tailor. He took my measure anew every time he saw me, whilst all the rest went on with their old measurements and expected them to fit me. The fact that a believer is happier than a skeptic is no more to the point than the fact that a drunken man is happier than a sober one. The happiness of credulity is a cheap and dangerous quality of happiness, and by no means a necessity of life. The man who writes about himself and his own time is the only man who writes about all people and all time. Liquor is the chloroform which enables the poor man to endure the painful operation of living. All censorships exist to prevent anyone from challenging current conceptions and existing institutions. All progress is initiated by challenging current conceptions, and executed by supplanting existing institutions. Consequently, the first condition of progress is the removal of censorship. Your friends are all the dullest dogs I know. They are not beautiful, they are only decorated. They are not clean, they are only shaved and starched. They are not dignified, they are only fashionably dressed. They are not educated, they are only college passmen. They are not religious, they are only peerenters. Life is no brief candle to me. It is a sort of splendid torch which I have got a hold of for the moment, and I want to make it burn as brightly as possible before handing it on to future generations. When you loved me, I gave you the whole sun and stars to play with. I gave you eternity in a single moment, strength of the mountains in one clasp of your arms, and the volume of all the seas in one impulse of your soul. I'm not a teacher, only a fellow traveler of whom you asked the way. I pointed ahead of myself as well as you. We cut the throat of a calf and hang it up by the heels to bleed to death so that our veal cutlet may be white. We nail geese to a board and cram them with food because we like the taste of liver disease. We tear birds to pieces to decorate our women's hats. We mutilate domestic animals for no reason at all except to follow an instinctively cruel fashion, and we connive at the most abominable tortures in the hope of discovering some magical cure for our own diseases by them. Do not waste your time on social questions. What is the matter with the poor is poverty. What is the matter with the rich is uselessness. Pasteboard pies and paper flowers are being banished from the stage by the growth of that power of accurate observation which is commonly called cynicism by those who have not got it.